Welcome to Late Night Radio. I want you to sit back and relax and enjoy the show. Alright, so we're doing some swipes and I am using Australian Floetrol in my cell activator, and today I'm going to show you how I create ripples or waves in my swipes, and I actually like it, especially when they're intentional and not by accident. They just give a different effect. But these are some of my favorite colors. I've used these quite a bit recently, and so you're going to get one more video with these colors. And I can say this is one of my favorite paintings. I did a lot of embellishing. I'm really embracing just letting go. It's still hard for me, but we'll get to all of that a little bit later. All right, so you've seen me do it. Now let's talk you through it. So when you have your palette knife, you see I got you in for that slow-mo instant replay. You want to have your palette knife at an angle, and you're literally going to ride that paint, okay? So have it at an angle, and you're going to do tiny little dips, like tiny little jabs in your paint, and that is how you get this effect here. I love it. The gold that you see me swiping here is simply cell activator, which has mixed a little bit in with the black that I drizzled down before. Now, I'm not that fond of this, but that's perfectly okay because we're going to get rid of a lot of this in just a few moments. But I love the slow reaction. That's a good indication that it will tilt very well and not get too stretched. Okay, so I know this may sound crazy, but I don't think too much about what I'm going to do. I just say I'm going to do something with these transfers and I do it. So I just flick my wrist and see how it went. Then I knew I wanted to lay down that paint very slowly. And I didn't say, oh, is this going to work? Is it not going to work? Because I know that I can embellish it. I can tweak it. I can make it what I want it to be. So I'm not worried about so much how it looks in its current state. Does that make sense? So as I pull these blues out, you might see, and you may not see, a dolphin whale or a dolphin tail. Look, y'all. Okay, do you see the whale tail? That sounds cooler. Okay, so for me, this is like so cool. Like I want stuff that looks like this in my pieces. Look at those two little dots that popped up. And of course my swipes from earlier with my ripples and then just the gradient change of my turquoise and teals and aquas. So I'm digging how this piece is coming along so far. There is a look from the bottom of the piece. Look at that, y'all. That is just like, I cannot get enough. I could look at it all day. So I'm just moving some paint around. I have quite a bit of paint on my canvas, and that's one thing that's really tough to judge. So like you need a lot of paint to be able to move this paint, to be able to play around with it, to be able to stretch it. But it's like a delicate fine balance because if you have too much, then you have to stretch too much and you can potentially lose too much. But you can see I'm stretching and look at how that white is opening up and it's giving me those gorgeous gradients at the corner of the screen there. Ah, so I've opened everything up and I won't say that I exactly like this piece right now, but I'm trusting the process. I want y'all to trust the process with me. And I love this little drag right here. Look at that. Wasn't a lot of paint for me to scoop up and drag, but I just loved opening up that blue underneath. It just popped out. Okay, so when you explore, you stumble across new things. And I'm really excited about this because I want you to envision it with me. So I'm taking a swipe and I'm trying to make it a 3D wave. So what I'm about to show you, I'm trying to master doing this on a larger, let's say 14 by 14 canvas. Okay, you got to look close. So it's one swipe, but it is a backward C, if you will, which creates this 3D effect. Look at that. It looks like an ocean wave. And look at the gold and the contrast between those different little lines and stripes. Y'all, I think this will be so cool on a big canvas. What do you think? Okay, so I really did not want to touch this, but I needed to. Like, it wouldn't probably have dried well because the paint was so thick, but like, that's just a part of the process, you know, trying new things, figuring out new things. So if I made it once, I can make it again. All right, so we're going to just throw this on the canvas. And hindsight 2020 at the very end, I'm so glad that I didn't save this, because I'll just wait for y'all to see the end and you'll tell me if it was worth losing that beautiful 3D swipe. All right, so another kind of new finding, in which I've shown this on my channel a couple of times now, truffles. So I stumbled across this one day, and all it is marrying two pieces of your artwork together that have some negative space, by making what I call truffles. And so, um, baby, I was just going for it. I didn't have no idea of what I wanted this piece to look like at this point. I just wanted to try different things. So there's the truffle, and I like it. Um, but after a while, I kind of got tired of it, or so much of it. So I kind of spun some of it off and painted over it. But yes, that is a truffle, and I would love for you to try it and tell me what you think. So I tried just little dots of paint. So this is from my 3D swipe that I made, and am literally just holding the palette knife and letting the paint create these glorious tiny dots of beautiful paint. And I don't know why I like this so much, y'all. Like, that is fire to me, baby, baby. Like, I can't get enough of it. I can't. I just can't. I don't know what else to say. If you're enjoying if you're enjoying this video, if you would hit the like button and the subscribe button, it's free to you and it helps me out tremendously. Thank you. Okay, so with all of our embellishments and all of our doodads, y'all, is this piece coming together or what? Okay, I'm starting to really dig it, and y'all, I've really stepped out of my comfort zone. Look at me. Like, I would have never done something like that over that gold, like, and so I said, I'm gonna just play with it, make it what I like, and I do like it. It's just very hard to let go, friends. So this is the message for today. Let go. Now, if you're churchy, let go and let God. That's another video for another day. No, for real, let go. Be free. It is only paint, and you can always start over. Look at that. I should have let that dry and put that in my studio. I love all that on my palette knife, but I'm going to lay it down on my paint here, and y'all know I'm goofy. I'm loving having fun and expounding my boundaries when it comes to embellishment. So y'all, what are your thoughts on all of these embellishments? I feel like it all comes together and really makes this a wonderful piece of art. I want to know your thoughts in the comment. Okay, friends, so I have a big surprise for you coming up in a new video. The link is going to be here. I am giving you a updated paint mixing video with a different product. Yes, Merry Christmas. You're welcome. In the meantime, you can still look at the old video. It still works. It's just this product is not as readily available anymore. So I can't wait to see you then. Click the link. See you in the next video. Do everything with love. Treat your friends, your family, and even your enemies with love. Peace.